thought I'd take a minute just to kind of go through what makes Scan and Cut different than other cutting machines in the market. Here I have 3 different stamped images. Now I just took my stamp and some black ink and stamped my image 3 times. And Scan and Cut, because it comes with a built-in 300 dpi scanner, gives you the capability to cut directly from your surface. So in essence, when stamping, I can scan this in and cut around my stamped image directly. Currently, you would have to either use software or you would use dies that coordinate directly with your stamps. But with Scan and Cut, you can just scan it in and allow the machine to cut for you. So, like I said, I have 3 different images here, and I'm going to showcase the 3 different kind of variations of direct cut that are programmed in with Scan and Cut. So I've loaded my mat by pressing the load button, and once you're in the home screen, you'll notice pattern or scan. Scan is where I will find my direct cut, and here's direct cut. I'll just press direct cut and start. It doesn't take very many steps. It's really honestly user-friendly. Scan and Cut, just within a couple steps, will get you to where you need. And on the screen, you'll see my 3 flowers. I'll select OK. And Scan and Cut has recognized all 3 of my flowers. Now this is where I'm going to go in step by step and showcase each different flower in a different way that Scan and Cut can give you the capabilities of cutting it directly. One being cutting the image out directly, so following the outline. The second being adding a margin. And then the third, adding a shape around your image. So cutting directly around the outline of my image, I'm just going to minimize my cut area to just this one flower. I'm going to select OK. Now I've already set my blade settings. Again, when you go in and are using different cardstocks, you'll want to test first, but for this paper I have my blade depth at a 5 and my cut pressure at a 1. And my cut speed at a 1. I always like to cut slow just because I like to make sure that I don't rush the machine. Granted, you can go ahead and cut a little faster. I just prefer it that way. I'm going to hit cut and start. Now that I've cut that out, again, this was cut directly along the line of my stamped image. I'm going to go back into my direct cut option and go into select the bottom flower. And what I'm going to do with this flower is I'm actually going to add a margin. Now you can see that you can add as much or as little as you'd like. I am going to add in, let's add in 0.20. I'll select OK, OK, and hit cut and start. Now, going in for the last option, let me grab this flower over here. Now we've done direct cut, where we've cut directly along the line of our stamped image. We've also added a margin, where we've direct cut with a margin. And now what we're going to do is direct cut with a shape. I'm going to remove my margin for now, just to showcase what you would start off with. So we're starting off exactly how we would have started if I had just scanned this in. Now if you see below here, I can select different shapes. And what I can do is add in a margin to make the shape a little bit bigger. Just to kind of, and there we go. And I can move it around as needed just to make sure that the shape is centering on my design. This works great for little medallions on your cards, or if you're using it for a scrapbook page. It also makes wonderful, like the front of like a little gift card for a present. This would make a really, really nice. Sorry, I'm having a just user error here trying to line it up there. Let's see how that looks. Okay, that'll give you a good idea of how it'll work. So I will select OK, cut, and start. Okay, now I'm going to unload my mat and take off the negative space. You can see how nicely ScanNCut was able to cut. Now let's pull off our first cut, which was the direct cut of following immediately around the outline of our stamp. Now you can see, let's see, there we go, just how perfect that is. It just cuts immediately, just directly around the stamp. Looks nice. All right, the next one was where we added a margin. Now this was quite a large margin. I just wanted to make sure that you could see just what a nice size margin that was. But yeah, you can see how you can add a margin. You can even add just a small little margin. Works wonderful. And then adding a shape around your cut. And again, user error, I wasn't able to line it up, but I'm sure you do a much better job of lining up the shape around it. But if you can imagine this beautiful flower in between this gorgeous, nice little shape here. So yeah, there you go. The 3 different options that you have with direct cut. Again, with other cutting machines, you would have to either use software or you would have to buy dies that match up with your stamps. ScanNCut does it all for you. It does, if you wanted to add a margin, you'd have all of these different sizes that you can add up to. So again, just one of the wonderful features of ScanNCut and what makes it different than other cutting machines out in the market.